I am what some would refer to as a 90s kid. I'm in that revered age group that grew up alongside widespread internet access, maturing while the world got smaller. The age group that seems oh so ready to change the world. I remember color-changing spoons, Keenan and Kel, Stickly, Nintendo versus Sega arguments, video rental stores, Bill Nye the Science Guy, Skip It, those stop-motion brisk commercials, and wanting zoo books but never actually asking my parents to order them. Now that my peers of this generation are getting jobs, getting married, and doing their best to make the country and the world a better place for their children, stress is putting their wistful longings for the past into full swing. Nostalgia is almost as old as humanity itself, but the rise of social media has made it something that is practically inescapable. If you're active on Facebook, you can't go a few days without seeing a listicle reminding you why you and your friends had the most awesome childhoods. I can't fault anyone for sharing the things they enjoy, but posts like these are just not for me. I don't really relate to them, despite recognizing the references. They don't trigger even the slightest bittersweet, fuzzy feeling inside. The most that these posts give me is some microscopic inconvenience, taking up space on my screen and requiring me to spend nearly a whole second to scroll past it. I just don't ever feel nostalgic. Nostalgia is a wistful desire to return in thought or in fact to a former time in one's life, to one's home or homeland, or to one's family and friends. A sentimental yearning for the happiness of a former place and time. So many people long for a simple time when they didn't have to worry about work or finances, and the finest thing in life was staying in their pajamas on a day that school was canceled. Or maybe they wish to return to an adolescent time that didn't seem very simple until a decade later. That perfect blend of innocence and freedom. I have yet to feel this longing. I don't want to relive my youth. Why on earth would I want to go back to those days when the kids at school would be more cruel, disgusting, and manipulative than any manager at work? The days when locking myself in my room and crying would just lead to the doorknob getting screwed off. Why would I want to be reminded of how unwelcome I felt in my own home, and how suppressing the natural urges to publicly express myself was the only thing standing between my independence and people trying to fix me? I had no choice in the school I attended, or the home I lived in, and I couldn't go anywhere without permission. Trapped in systems, like I still am today, but also trapped physically. A bike ride can only get you so far. What I have now, and what I can do now, is so much more than what would ever be possible back in school. No way in hell would I want to go back. I'm thankful that retro media doesn't make me feel like a kid again. When I see the media I used to enjoy as a child or teenager, it's just that. Media I used to enjoy, and maybe I'll still like it, maybe I won't. Keenan and Kel is not nostalgic to me. It's just a darn good family sitcom with some goofy moments and a memorable comedy duo. Aladdin on Sega Genesis is not nostalgic to me. It's a video game that I used to think was awesome, but just doesn't have satisfying enough control or collision detection for my current gaming mindset. Maybe 20 years from now, I'll look back to the pop culture that defined this year and finally feel nostalgia for the first time. and I can join the masses in this, in all likelihood, wonderful feeling that I've been missing out on. Until then, time is flying by. But it's not slipping away fast enough. I want to get as far away from the past as possible.